Hello. This week's episode on the 80s version of the Twilight Zone has put us into 1986, and we're watching Monsters, with an exclamation mark, A Small Town for War, and A Matter of Minutes. So we're starting off with Monsters, and in the first pan we have a Gremlins mask, which is kind of fitting. I like that. He is told the truth about monsters by the vampire, and he then struggles to communicate this. And even though it's a child actor, he does a really good job. You can tell that he is not having the best of time trying to convey this to his parents. The practical effect of lifting the car, it's great. It's lovely. It's very simple, well made. It reminds me of Mr. Dinkle the Strong, obviously, from the classical series. The fireflies, on the other hand, are not super great. I mean, they're computer generated, and you have to create a mask around the people so that the fireflies don't fly sort of through them or behind them. And you can tell, if you look carefully, you'll see a firefly sort of pass on the wrong side of the person. They're on this side, but they pass sort of behind them because that's how the math is laid out. It's fine. The whole thought about midnight is a bit weird, because if you're going by sunset and sun up, then it wouldn't be around midnight at all. If the sun sets at around 10 in the evening, it's likely to rise at 4, maybe 5 in the morning, putting midnight nowhere near 12. Same when the sun sets like really early at 7, 8 in the evening, and it doesn't rise until 7, 7:30. Again, nowhere near 12. I like the idea of humanity having a genetic defense against vampires, but having just stayed a few days. I don't know how long he stays. I mean, he unpacks his house incredibly quickly, but I don't think he's there for very long, and still the monsters gets him. Then we get to A Small Town for War, which is based on just a pun, essentially. And it stars John Glover, who we've seen in Gremlins 2. And they have this spaceship approach the UN building and moving to a still. Like that. Which probably is for the best, because in the last shot, when the alien armada appears, you have this shaking camera footage, but the mat containing the spaceship is, of course, perfectly still. It's not motion tracked to the background shot. So it doesn't look great. I don't particularly like it. Finally, we have a Matter of Minutes, which is about time, but in a strange way. And you have these little blue guys who, in the very first clip, we see them, they're rolling up the carpet. But then the carpet just remains in the next shot, so they needed something to do, I suppose. I don't know if they put on a new carpet, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would they be rolling the carpet up, though? Because, I mean, they would have not had to take the place down. They just have to build it. Why would they remove stuff? It makes no sense. The supervisor has a very glittery uniform. If you look at it closely, you can see that it's not just yellow. It has some sparkles to it. The computer graphics of how time works. He accesses this literally by just going click, click, click on the keyboard. That is amazing. Magical, I would say. There's a worker without a mask as well. Most of them have masks, but not everyone. And then when they start running, I'm guessing you can't run in those masks without risking falling over. So then you have these these sort of translucent masks rather than fully opaque. They're showing Time Bandits at the cinema, which is, of course, it's a callback to what they're talking about. And this is just the Langoliers, essentially. This is the story of the Langoliers, but told very, very briefly and a lot funnier than the actual Langoliers movie, which is very dark and scary and stuff. And next week we're taking an elevator. We are looking at an invisible man, and we're dealing with truth and consequence. I'll see you then. Take care now.